I think I can paraphrase this, but in your estimations, each of you, what is the percentage of township business that deals with ambulance service? How much of the overall business of the township that you people will be conducting really deals with ambulance? Tim?
Well, overall, I would assume not very much, really, guys. Once the service is in place and it's up and running, it kind of runs itself. Most of the business, other things besides ambulance.
I agree with him. Very, very little. Once it's up and running, and very little.
I don't have a copy of the budget. I think Don mentioned that it was $810,000, and you know, as $109,000 just passes through our hands of whatever service is being provided from Van Buren County, at this point, I don't think it's a percentage at all, as our new contract is written.
I think initially it's going to be like 90%, and then once it's all worked out, then it's going to be on the back burner.
I think it would be a small percentage, except that I think it's the township board's responsibility that if complaints are coming in from citizens that the service is not being provided, that they need to be looked into. I think somebody or the whole township board should be charged with that duty of looking into bad service, under service, those sort of things. As far as daily being involved daily in it, I don't think it would be a daily issue or anything like that. Now, you have to understand that the last township board was, Keeler Township was the only township that required the county to give them the money before it was dispersed to the fire department down at Sister Lakes. Every other township, all the money went to the county and the county dispersed it. Keeler Township wanted the $10,000 every 3 months or every month. I'm not sure how it was dispersed to Sister Lakes. Sister Lakes had to jump through a bunch of hoops to get that money out of the township. I don't think that was fair when no other township in the county was doing that same thing. So I think it would be very little, it would be minimal, but I think somebody on the board should be charged with overseeing everything that went on with the ambulance and the fire service. A liaison officer or something like that.
Well, it's kind of, the question as I read it is, it's two parts. It's financial and time. Financial is easy. 100 from 800 is about 15% of the financial dollars are involved with the fire department and its entities. Time, I have no idea. It's static. It's not a static 10% of my time will be spent on dealing with the fire department, or 50%. It's a fluid thing. If there's complaints, as has been alluded to here, it's going to take a little bit more of my time to get those complaints settled and find out what the real cause is going on. If there's no complaints, then I can spend more of my time reaching out to other communities and bringing more money into the community. So my answer is 15% for the financial side, and I have no idea on the time side.
The township board is charged with the duty of providing the best service for emergency services at the lowest possible price to our township. Right now, the baseline is $108,000. That's what we're spending. Mr. True doesn't understand why the township pays that money to the ambulance service as opposed to having the county send it directly. Both Pride and the Sister Lakes Fire Department are private, not-for-profit corporations. It would be irresponsible for the township board, in the case of either Pride or Sister Lakes, simply to have that money pass through without the township board being able to oversee how that money is being spent by either of these two entities. How much time is this going to take? I suspect less than 1% of the overall time that the township board will be engaged in other matters.
The time involved, I agree with Carmen. The first year is probably going to take up most of the time until this is resolved. One of my goals too, between this and the fire department, is to attend the medical control. Firefighter can do it, and as a township supervisor, I plan on it. The other meeting, the Q&A, you have to be emergency medical person to go to that. And I've already gone to some of the medical control meetings, and I continue to do so to make sure everything is up above board and honest.